Good morning, THS. I'm here to talk to you about school boards and their elections. School boards are independent local governments. They focus on emotionally charged issues. For example, they make policies about racial discrimination, religious issues, and sexual education in schools. A major issue that school boards face is their ability to provide quality education with limited resources from federal and state governments. Our local school board here in Titusville is governed by PA School Code and PA Department of Education. There are 9 members, including the president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. Each of these members are aware of the concerns and desires of members of the community, and they also establish educational goals and standards for our district. Board members employ staff in our district and prescribe their wages, salary, duties, and terms of employment.
First, a candidate must get a certain number of signatures by members of the same political party they are running for. The people signing have to live in the school district in which they are running. In the primary election, a candidate may cross-file, meaning they can seek nomination from more than one major political party. If successful, in the general election, their name will appear as a candidate for each party whose primary nomination the candidate won. Cross-filing encourages bipartisanship. In Pennsylvania, there are 3 types of election plans for school boards: at-large, by-region, or a combination of the previous 2. Titusville School District uses at-large elections, which means the elected members may live anywhere in the district and are chosen by all voters in the district. By-region voting means school board members who live in each region are elected by voters of their respective region, with each region electing an equal number.
Now over to Blaise with an interview from our local candidate for City Council, Mr. Keith Bromley.
Hi, I'm Blaise, and I'm interviewing Mr. Bromley, and I have a couple questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Would you ever consider running for a school board position?
Probably so. I've actually thought about it. School board encompasses a pretty big area. I think there's a total of 5 school districts within the Titusville area. It's a lot of responsibility, and yeah, I would consider doing it.
What is your opinion of cross-filing in school board elections?
Actually, I have no problem with cross-filing, but I can tell you how I personally feel. I think you should be able to vote for whoever you want to vote for, whether it's the primary or the general election. I think you should be able to vote Republican or Democrat in either of those cases.
What is the City Council's involvement with the school board, and how do you guys work together to better the youth in the community?
Well, it's an absolute must that the City Council and the school district work together. They're 2 separate entities, true, but a lot of what they do, Blaise, overlaps with each other. You just can't operate in a town the size of Titusville without cooperating and working with the school district.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for your
Now over to Blaise with an interview from our local poll worker, Chase Middleton.
Hey, Chase.
Hello, I didn't see you there.
I just have a few questions for you. Do you mind answering?
I would love to.
All right. What are your duties as a poll worker?
I go and help run the operation, maybe the machines, or help people sign in to vote.
From your perspective, what do you think voter turnout will be like this year?
I don't think it's going to be high. It's not really an important election in the people's eye, but I think we'll have some people.
Being one of the people reaping the benefits, what is your opinion of the recent school board decision to allow students to participate in poll worker program again this year?
I think it's a great program. It took my 2,000 word essay and it cut it down to 500 words, which is fantastic. And yeah, that is just a godsend, truly.
Well, thank you very much. You enjoyed the time with you.
Now let's take a look at our local TASD school board members.
School Director, Mrs. Jean Spence. School Director, Mrs. Lynn Cressman. President, Mr. Timothy Harger. Secretary, Mr. Kevin O'Neill. Vice President, Mr. Jack Roberts. School Director, Carol J. Schaefer. School Director, Mr. Richard Skinner. School Director, Mr. Dwight Proper. Treasurer, Mr. Ronald Lytle.